Today, I'm putting my best foot forward to stop the Binance crypto scams because this huge sale event isn't the first one the world has seen. 3 very large companies have gone out of business, and all 3 have been linked to Binance. I'm going to go into even more detail today than I did yesterday for you guys. I'm going to tell you what we can all do as a group to make sure this doesn't happen again. To begin, I wanted to find out more about the inside trade because I believe this is the most important issue we face right now. There is a president who can say crazy things that have crazy effects on the markets, and some people open short positions right before these statements and make hundreds of millions or even billions of dollars because of them. One example is the whale who bought over $23 million worth of shorts right before Trump announced the tariffs on China. Now, the Trump administration is backing off from these tariffs and saying they don't want to be put in place at all. That wasn't something anyone could have seen coming. But I digress. This whale made hundreds of millions of dollars off of shorts worth $23 million, and they literally bought a lot of them right before Trump made his announcement on Truth Social. We can see that even crazier things happened when 7 times as many longs as shorts were sold. This is a record high number. At this point, there were a lot more long positions than short positions. That's why it was perfect for Trump to have this misunderstanding with China, make this announcement, and let who knows how many other insiders open short trades, destroying all of these long positions. In practice, this means that most of the 1.6 million traders, probably 80% of them, were actually leveraged long. However, there were also short traders who were deleveraged and forced out of their positions. What this basically means is that there were people on exchanges who were short just by chance before Trump made his announcement. Because the exchanges couldn't pay out these shorts, they delevered these short positions and wouldn't let these people cash out their shorts. This happened many times, which is why it's clearly corruption and why these market makers need to be held responsible. They're letting insiders make hundreds of millions of dollars while denying regular investors the chance to make any money during this. If you had been able to get into your exchange and open a short position during this crash, you would not have made any money because most of you would have been delevered at a 7-to-1 ratio, even though you knew that very few people were actually able to go long or short. It's a pretty crazy situation, so I wanted to look at the real data and figure out what the odds were that this person wasn't an insider trader making hundreds of millions of dollars. Grok came to this conclusion after looking at all the strange things that were going on, such as the fact that the account had only been set up and had never been used before this happened. It also had money transferred into it from another anonymous wallet that didn't have any history of backtracking, which is all very strange because it should have come from an exchange. It's not normal. And Grok is basically saying that there's a very good chance that this wallet was dealing on inside information. Grok actually says that there is an 85% chance that it is insider trade and that this smells like unfair competition. In the end, there's not much we can do about this insider trading because we can't show that Trump knew about this before it happened. We can only say that we can look at the numbers and see where the money goes after the fact. No matter who they are, I do believe that this secret trader should be held responsible. I do believe that Binance should be responsible for not letting users sell or pay off their short-term loans. Either one is very bad. Even stranger is the fact that Binance coin, BNB, the 4th biggest cryptocurrency in the world, is now up 10% for the day. During this crash, every single coin was getting wiped out. BNB did the best out of all of these coins, and it's now going crazy again as it bounces back up. Also, it's very strange that the market had a huge drop the day before Trump made his statement. Ethereum, Bitcoin, XRP, and all the other big cryptocurrencies were all going down, but Bitcoin was going up. The Binance Smart Chain coin, BNB, is not affected in the same way that other cryptocurrencies are in these markets. There's also some very strange manipulation happening with this coin where a ton of capital is coming from Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP into BNB for a reason that we really can't describe. And it's also vastly outperforming it. So not only is Binance deleveraging all these positions, not allowing people to make money, not allowing people to trade during these periods of times, getting people liquidated, basically rigging the markets. In my point of view, that's my opinion. They're also, I think, putting a lot of this capital towards BNB and boosting up the price as well. This, to me, is egregious, and it is the most blatant manipulation we have ever seen. And naturally, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking to myself, what can we do? Because you look at the terms and conditions of their exchange, and they clearly state that during these types of events, they're not liable for the damages that they cause you. They don't want to, they don't want to refund you. They want to make as much money as possible. And if they're able to open up a short position on the other side of your long and profit immensely off of that short position, that opens up trading against you, which, by the way, that is why CZ went to jail and had to pay a multi-billion-dollar fine. They're going to do it, and they have done it. And I bet my bottom dollar they did it again. And these are the funds that are flowing into BNB right now, causing it to skyrocket, while the rest of the market is getting absolutely eviscerated. And so if we can't hold them accountable through, just regular venues, we'll have to speak with what we believe is right or wrong. And so this is why I put out this post here, right? If Binance is able to do this, and they are doing this only because of the users that are trading and depositing on their platform, they're quite literally using your own funds against you. If they're able to do that, then I think the clear answer for me anyways is to withdraw from Binance and sell BNB. And so that's what I am doing. I am not using BNB. I am selling any BNB that I am having, and I am withdrawing from Binance until they say that they are going to refund all of their affected customers who were not able to withdraw, who are not able to trade, who got deleveraged from their short positions. They need to give these people what they deserve. You can't just steal from the small guys and give to the rich. It is absolutely disgusting that this was able to happen. And that's why I'm so proud that I am working with two exchanges, both BTCC and Bittunix, who have messaged me and said that they are fully committed to refunding and reimbursing customers who are negatively impacted due to this crazy network activity. Because, I understand, servers get overloaded during times of extreme levels of traffic that you can't account for. Like, Trump makes a big announcement, but there are certain things that you can do to make it right in case, a catastrophic event like this happens. You can refund your customers, you can reimburse them, you can upgrade your servers, have some backup so it doesn't happen next time. It's what you do during these periods of time that really sets yourself apart. And my partners BTCC and Bittunix have agreed to do that. So if you're looking for a place to withdraw,